This is a short demo on TransTally candidate portal features. In this session, we are going to show you some of the functions that TransTally brings on the table. So I'm going to break it into 2 or 3 parts where I'm going to show you different candidatures or different levels of candidates. So for a start, we'll start with the presidential account and we just see what they are able to see once they log in as president, the candidates who have subscribed to the system as presidents. So once it loads, they'll be able to see different contextual menus and a quick overview of the system. So they will be able to see the number of registered voters. Then it's segmented into constituencies, the number of wards, polling stations, and quick shortcuts into, for example, the candidates that are vying for the same position, the number of agents that they've registered so far, the stations that have reported, that means that have submitted the results. They can also view a summary of the results that have been sent in. Going over to see now the functions and the specific menus that exist in our system. First, top of the list is the profile of the individual, which is also replicated on this far right top corner, so that they're able to change the password and log out, and their photo just besides their profile name, just to ensure that they are sure of their account. Then first on the menu or functions is the dashboard, which is essentially what we are looking at, is a snapshot of the system and shortcuts to other functions of the system. After dashboard, we have the quick results. So quick results is intended for a candidate when they want maybe to see the overall summary, so who has scored what, where, and by what margin. Then they're also able to see these results that are trickling in from the different stations or agents that are sending in their results, and they're able to see individual performance of each. Then we have this other function of the large screen menu, and for this one we are looking out for a provision for example, if you're in a hall and you want to showcase it in a large screen, possibly maybe even a projector. Once you open this menu, you'll be able to see a session where it's been minimized in terms of the non-essentials, and you're able to focus on the results as a snapshot. Moving forward, we also have the result log. The candidate is able to know what each candidate scored in which polling station. They're able to do their searches, they're able to get more analytics in terms of the voter turnout, the stations that have reported the rejections, or the rejected ballots, and the specifics of each region that has submitted their results. Then they're able also to see a list of the candidates and the party and gender they belong to. So this is the list. They're able to see their profile and see which party they are vying for and all that. Going to the next steps, or the next menu, we have a presentation of the previous results, where our system has analyzed and presented an analysis of the previous elections, such that you're able to, or your technical team is able to consume this data. For example, this is the 2017 general election, the top 3 candidates analysis. You're able to tell that this candidate had a very strong win in this region, which is central, and this has been segmented into the former 8 provinces. And you're able to see the second competitor was equally very competitive in this around 3 to 4 regions. So your team is able to tell where you should emphasize more and where your strongholds could be. Then of course there is now the tabulated bit of it, where you're able to tell what each individual got in which station. So this is again another previous results for a previous election on the same position. Then they're able to see the current voter distribution. So through this they're able to tell where they should focus on and what efforts they should put where, the strongholds of their opponents. For example, through this they're able to tell that this is one of the regions called Nairobi. It has 2 million voters. Then they can see how to get these votes and win them. So this is a very important part where even your technical team can use this data to inform decisions, to inform campaign trends. This is now narrowed down even further into constituencies, and you're able to tell some of the highest the constituencies with the highest voters, one of them being Starehe, the other one being Naivasha, Ruiru. In short, this is just a snapshot which at a glance you are able to tell how the voters are distributed, and this is very important for a candidate to know for strategizing and making data driven decisions. So let me just log out just to show you how contextual the system is, so that we can try another one. So for example, we can check on a senator. So I want to believe this is a senator from Nyamira. So this is a senator who has just registered 408 agents out of 553, and none of them are sent in the results. Possibly this could be before the elections. They are just putting together their agents. So the what I wanted to show you is the contextual menus and data. So you see, initially we were seeing 19 million voters and 292 constituencies, but here now it's been reduced to the number of voters for this region and the constituencies equally. And even when you look at, for example, the previous election or even the quick results, notice that this one has not received any. So you'll find that this is empty, but once they start receiving in results, they will come in. But in a snapshot, they are still able to tell the voter distribution, who got what votes in the previous election. Equally, as a senatorial candidate, I'm able to tell the distribution of votes per constituency, the distribution of votes per ward, and I'm able to inform my own decisions from this very clear analytics. Our system cuts across all candidatures, including even the IMCA. So even an MCA is able to use our system from whichever region that they are vying at. They are still able to utilize the system and go ahead to, for example, register agents. As you can see, this one is Nyamira candidate also vying for MCA in one of the regions. They are able to register candidates and save them and receive results. Equally, we equip agents with a smart application that they're able to use to send results from the polling station. So that is a brief of the system. There are so many other functionalities that maybe we might not showcase here, but if you're interested, reach out to us and we can show you the full system and what it is capable of doing for you.